Hi, this is Sarah Narwald, and I'm here to talk about my argument blog tonight. My research question is, what is the social effect of taking online classes versus on-campus classes for war veterans? My thesis is that although online classes for war veterans are more convenient, on-campus classes are more beneficial because they help with reintegration through face-to-face classes and association in student organizations, while online classes isolates veterans. The theory that I'm focusing on for this paper, since it is focused on online learning, is the transactional distance theory. And Michael Moore is credited for this theory, and many researchers view it as a basic analytical framework for understanding distance education systems. Researchers also often cite the need to reduce transactional distance, which is the distance between the learner and the actual teacher or professor. And so this one in particular is a good theory to focus on. Like I had said, it's assumed to be true and is taught at many institutions of higher learning. And it has three parts to this theory: the structure, the dialogue, and the learner autonomy. And along with this theory is, the idea of computer-mediated learning, which is web-based instruction, which is obviously a huge part of online classes for students. The first argument for my paper that I have is online classes are more convenient, but they actually have a lot of problems of their own. One of the problems, obviously, is internet connection issues. Online classes are great for veterans who are deployed overseas, but a lot of them run into connection problems. And you also have to be able to be computer literate. Obviously, if you're taking an online class and you only have online, if you don't know computers very well, you're a little bit out of the loop. It's going to be a problem for you to take your classes. And it also takes longer to complete tasks than those with face-to-face time. And it hasn't been an easy for veterans, and it continues to face challenges today. And it's tough because of long days of deployment. A lot of people don't want to come home and study, but some actually do find that they don't have home obligations, so studying takes their mind off of deployment. But that's kind of the focus of my first argument for my paper. My second argument is on-campus classes provide benefits through socialization with other veterans within student veteran organizations specifically. A lot of veterans feel disconnected without some type of camaraderie that they had while they were deployed. And physically being at a campus can have a positive social impact with that face-to-face communication that they will get through these student veteran organizations that are popping up across campuses in the U.S. because more and more veterans are coming back and want this sense of connection. And these organizations help to socialize and reintegrate veterans at these colleges. But they do face different types of climate at different colleges, and one of my articles each kind of has a different impact on them, and I'll go into that more on my paper. But student veteran organizations are really an important part of socialization for veterans and need to be at across campuses. The third argument is on-campus classes benefit veterans because of the ability to join student groups in order to reintegrate with civilians. And I'm not talking about student veteran organizations, I'm talking about just regular civilian groups. Like I said, integration with veterans and civilians is very important, and the importance of peer groups is really seen through these socializations, which is a benefit, obviously, of being on a campus. You have that because with online classes, you can't join these type of groups. And support is through these learning communities and student organizations are, like I said, a benefit of on-campus classes that distance education students just don't get. And I could combine argument 2 and 3 since they are both dealing with integration into college campuses, one through veteran organizations and one through civilian. I'm not sure, so I'd like some feedback on what you guys think about that. My fourth argument is if online classes are going to be a part of a veteran's education, it is best to, if it's combined with on-campus classes for the best result. Combining the two of them would be great because online classes have the benefit of convenience and they can be taken anywhere, but on campus is really important for veterans to reintegrate into society and not be isolated on their own through their online classes. A combination of online seminars and face-to-face discussions would be great. In one story, students traveled together, and that was important as part of their group in-class discussion and participation. Online is more flexible, so you can use that as an advantage in relationship to on-campus classes, and just using both of them, if you're going to use one or the other, would be much more beneficial. My fifth argument is for both online and distance education classes. Institutions of higher learning should be providing for veterans through policies, programs, and services. What this means is what the institution does affects veterans no matter what capacity they are learning in, whether that's online or on campus. And so institutions have a role to play as well. This is kind of aside from actual just online classes or actual on-campus classes. This is kind of a combination of the two, and what it means for veterans to have the backing that they need no matter what type of learning that they are doing. The institutions themselves have a very big role to play that is often forgotten. So those are my 5 arguments. Here are my references. I actually don't quite have all of them listed because I used a lot of them. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thanks for listening.